Welcome back to the Bulldog News Network, where we share the latest on student life, clubs, athletics, and community. I'm reporter Ben Wiltrout.
And I'm Drew Jacoby. We are so excited to present this latest edition of the show. Let's get into it.
First off, do you like Lucabee or Starbucks more? Reporters Jaden and Jayla compare and contrast the two.
What's up, Bulldogs? I'm Jaden. I'm Jayla. And today, we're going to be comparing local versus chain. We have two iced caramel lattes, one from the chain Starbucks and the other is from the local company Lucabee. We're going to be comparing the price, taste, and overall experience of having these coffees. Let's go. First, we're going to try the Starbucks coffee. The price of this coffee was $5.75 mobile order. Okay, now let's try it. I think it's pretty good. It's sweet, tastes like caramel, and a little bit of coffee taste, but not too much. Right. I agree, I think this tastes really good. I would order this as my regular drink. I like how it doesn't taste a lot like coffee. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for overall experience. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Next up, we're gonna try the Lucabee iced caramel latte. This coffee was $6.90 through the drive-thru. Now let's try it. It's really coffee. It's really strong in my opinion. I'm not really getting a lot of caramel from it. Okay. Yeah, I think it tastes a lot like coffee. I don't really taste the caramel either. I'm not getting caramel from it. If you're wanting a really caramely drink, I would definitely go to Starbucks. But if you're wanting a more coffee, more wake up, I would do Lucabee. Yeah, I give that one probably a 4 out of 10. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it 5 for overall. It's good, but I just like more of a sweet taste. I agree. That's all for today, Bulldogs. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.
Very interesting. Do you know Kylie Wolf? Reporters Hannah and Eva sure do. Let's jog over to them to learn more.
Today, BNN met with Kylie Wolf to learn a little bit more about her recent commitment to the University of Evansville.
Hi, I'm Kylie Wolf. I'm a senior here, and I will be the class of 2029 at the University of Evansville. I'm going to be a nursing major there, but I'm also committed to run track and field and then cross country as well. Evansville is in the southwest part of the state. It's down by Terre Haute, towards like the border of Kentucky, essentially, in Evansville, Indiana. I had direct admit there, so I just applied to their nursing program that way, and I got accepted. And then I had been talking to a couple of other colleges, and the University of Evansville was one of them that I had reached out to. And I kind of just started talking to the coach. He came to a couple of our meets and saw some of our races, and then he offered me my scholarship, and ultimately I just decided that it would be the best opportunity for me to go and race there. In the future, I plan on running cross country and track, obviously, but I'll be studying nursing, so I plan on becoming either a travel nurse or a pediatric nurse, but I'm also open to all of the other worlds of nursing that are possible. I've been a 4-year varsity track and field as well as cross country athlete here. We've won state titles in cross country, we've been runner-ups, and 2 years ago we actually set the Conference Indiana record with our 4x800 relay that I was on. So we have our last upcoming track season coming up. Our first race will be March 5th. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to see like how much I've improved like over the winter and like how much farther I will improve. I'm not completely sure when official college practices will start. We'll get training plans throughout the summer to like do weekly and stuff like that and have specific mileage goals to hit. And then we'll go in at the beginning of August before school starts, and we'll start our official training then.
This has been Hannah and Eva reporting for BNN.
That segment woke me up. Have you ever wanted to report like us? Check out Whitney and Izzy's segment on photojournalism to learn more about class options in student media.
BNN sat down with students from photojournalism to learn more about the class.
My name's Rue Payne. I'm a freshman, so 9th grade.
I'm Edgar Ibarra Diaz, and I'm in 10th grade.
My name is Hazel, and I'm a freshman in high school.
I'm taking photojournalism. You learn how to work with lots of design stuff, like you learn how to take pictures, edit them, and design other different things.
Photojournalism basically just like teaches about photography, computers, journalism, interviewing, all that type of stuff.
I enjoy the class because it's just like you do a lot of teamwork, you work with everyone, and I like to take pictures a lot and like work with design stuff.
I enjoy the class because my teacher, Miss McCarver, helps us understand the class. I feel like I'm surrounded by very kind people.
It's a great way to meet new people. The teacher's awesome, and it's really helpful to learn about computers.
I first heard about the class by my friends. They told me it was a fun class and interesting.
I first heard about it from my sister. She took this class as well as Immersive Media, Triangle, and BNN.
I don't really dedicate that much time outside of school to photojournalism because most of it's in class, like you're using the class computers.
When you go to scheduling, you can put 3 extra classes if you don't get that first class, or you can put it as your elective.
This has been Izzy
And Whitney reporting for BNN.
That segment was picture perfect. Let's now go to reporters Babacar and Vince to dive into the world of chess.
Today, BNN sat down with a student to learn more about the chess book he wrote.
I decided to create my book because I needed new teaching material because I teach chess classes, and I also wanted it to look good on like a college application. It wasn't too hard. I didn't face that many challenges. I mean, formatting was a little bit tough, but I eventually got over it, and writing the material was pretty easy because I already knew all the knowledge beforehand. I'd say my own chess coach because like right now I'm coaching students and then he coaches me. So he always had like some new lesson that always taught me something new. So I guess I decided to do that for my own students. I already made one book. I don't think I need, because I teach like beginner level chess, and that's what this book is more or less about. So I don't think I would really need to write another book. But if it comes to that, I probably would. Yes. It was around last year, 2024, like summer break. That was around I started making the book. But yeah.
This is Vince and Babacar reporting for BNN.
Well done, guys. Do you know about the new senior English class, Big Brother? Reporters Ben and Evan find out more.
BNN spoke with senior English teachers to discuss the Big Brother course.
I'm Mr. Reitzman. I teach the senior elective Big Brother and All About Now, but yeah, I know we're focused on Big Brother here. Those are the 2 electives that I teach. It's offered to all seniors. They can take that during the 2nd semester. A lot of them have taken W131 before it, or they've taken British Masters before it, and so anybody can take it.
Yeah, so this Big Brother is a course offered for 2nd semester seniors at the college prep level. Generally, although occasionally we'll have some other students taking it, especially if they're graduating early.
During the class, we read 2 books, Brave New World, and 1984, which are 2 very futuristic books, and it's looking at the concept of, how much power does our government have over us? Are we still individuals, or have they taken away some of our freedoms and made choices for us and things that are out of our control? And so it kind of looks at that, and those are books that were written quite some time ago. And they look at the future way in the future, and we see some things that have kind of started looking like that. We don't know if it'll forever get to that, but we are starting to see some things with like AI and some things that are advancing, and like makes us think, wow, could this really happen?
So Big Brother analyzes 2 books, which are Brave New World by Aldous Huxley and 1984 by George Orwell. These 2 books are both dystopian literature books that focus on a future that we probably don't want to live in. At least for me, the goal is to look at the ideas in this book, or in these books, and then extract the lessons that we can learn from them. What about these societies don't we like, and how can we avoid getting there? I personally believe that there are some books that make you a better person for having read them, and both of these books are on that list. If you can engage with the ideas that they are working with, you will have to think about the world and your own life in a way that makes you a deeper and better person. Things like, why do I care about the things I care about? What is what really matters to me? How can we make sure that we have a society that we want to live in? Really big questions that they tackle that I really think everyone should be grappling with, not just second semester seniors.
I think it's that concept, Big Brother. Like, is there somebody always kind of watching over you and having some control over you? And are we losing that individualism that we have? And people are starting to make choices for us that we really don't have control over. And I think that happens a little bit. It's almost like that Big Brother's kind of watching over you concept.
So Big Brother comes from a character in 1984. Big Brother is the figurehead leader of INGSOC, the uniparty of the government that the main character lives in. He is a almost religious figure who they worship and adore and follow his every command despite his questionable existence. So, naming the course over that is just a recognition that, well, and partially for name recognition, but also recognizing the way that we can fawn over certain ideas or even individuals.
This is Ben Pisotta and Evan Bensi reporting for BNN.
Very informative. Moving on, reporters Brittany and Liz get the inside scoop about the upcoming American Pie auditions.
BNN sat down with Mike Spock to talk about the American Pie auditions.
Hi, I'm Mike Spock, and I teach math and computer science here at Columbus North. American Pie is a concert that we've been putting on since the 1980s here at Columbus North. It's a real tradition in this town. History teacher Ed Nesbigjani started it back in the 80s. He's retired since then, as just a way to teach modern history through rock and roll. So we got a student band together and they did songs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The first year they did it, it was during the school day, and they had to shut it down because so many kids were skipping class to go watch this history lesson happen in the auditorium. And so it started to become an after-school show. It's just ramped up since then, and yeah, it'll be a 3-hour show with history and rock and roll. Anybody from Columbus North or Columbus East, students or faculty, could audition for the show. Auditions, there's a QR code posted up all around the school for people to just film their own audition. They pick their own song and turn in a video with that song recorded of them singing it. They could do individual or a group. And some of the songs that get auditioned with, we just put directly in the show if that singer likes that song and is great at it. Because it's a blast being in that show. It's like rock and roll karaoke. You've got a full live band playing behind you, and you get to, perform in front of a packed house.
This has been Brittany and Elizabeth reporting for BNN.
For more information, contact Mr. Spock. Do you know about the D&D Club? Let's find out more with reporters Joey and Jaden.
So I'm Mr. Hadley, and I teach primarily senior English, although I teach some juniors too. So the Dungeons & Dragons Club is a club where people who either love playing D&D or just want to learn about Dungeons & Dragons can show up, learn about the game, and play the game with other students, and I'm also. We meet on Mondays in the library after school from 3:30 to 5:30. Yeah, so we meet right in the library in the media center after school. So there is nothing you need to do to join other than show up to the club and probably talk to me so I can get you sorted into a group. It also helps if you bring a Chromebook, as most of our groups use those to help them play. So you certainly don't need to own anything, but I would like you to bring your Chromebook. You don't need to have any experience with the game. I'm more than happy to teach people who have only heard about it and want to learn. You just need to bring your Chromebook and a willingness to be a little goofy and have some. Dungeons & Dragons Club is a great place to meet some friends, to learn a new hobby, and to join a growing hobby and growing community of Dungeons & Dragons players, not just at North, but really across the world.
That's all for this week, Bulldogs.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to join us next week right here on the Bulldog News Network.